Hello again, everybody. Zack Attack is here with the Atakline for Monday, December the 3rd, 2012. Wow, it's December already, man. I cannot believe it's almost near the end of the year. It's Christmas time, and of course, 12/21/12 is imminent. And also, 12/12/12. And I have news on that day and events going on that day in a few moments. Right now, let's begin with me and my Zack Attack, DJ Zack Attack news, of course. Over the weekend, I only DJ'd one show this weekend. This past Friday at Powell Middle School, 8th grade Xmas dance, Christmas dance. Of course, it was in 29 Mile and Jewel here in Washington, Michigan. This is my 4th time DJing the Powell Christmas dance out of the 6 years I've DJ'd for them. So only DJ'd 4 out of 6 years at Powell for the Christmas dances. But of all the Christmas dances that I've done for Powell, done, like I said, 4, this was by far the best one. Period. It was crazy. As everyone would have guessed, Gangnam Style was popular. Also, One Direction and MFAO still popular. And even all the line dances book. Even Click by Kanye West got played. Which gives me a lot of positive energy towards playing that at Wilkinson this Friday when I do their Christmas dance in Madison Heights. So it was a great Powell dance. And it was the only gig I did this weekend. Mostly I partied over the weekend. Besides my gig, I also had a surprise birthday party. Went to one for my friend Tyler Stewart. And it was a fun show, a fun party on Friday night with a little drama, which I won't explain on here. Anyway, but it was a great weekend for me. And now it's time for Triple Threat Mayhem this upcoming weekend. With one gig Friday, the Wilkinson Christmas dance, as I mentioned, and also 2 gigs on Saturday. Alma Middle babysitting event. This is my 2nd year doing that, and a surprise birthday party on Saturday as well. So there you go. That's my gig news. Now it's time for the #1 movie, king of the entertainment news of the day, and yes, for the 3rd week in a row, with not much competition, Twilight Breaking Dawn Part 2 remains the #1 for the 3rd week in a row. And basically it'll be probably #1 for a 4th week this upcoming week with another lack of competition. But in one more week, the 5th week of release, The Hobbit will probably kick it off. I've said this once, I'll say it again on here. Said stupid that Twilight is going to be dead, yet The Hobbit, Lord of the Rings, is coming back from the dead. So there you go. Twilight, #1 for another week. Now, on with other news, including a big, great time to be Led Zeppelin. It's been a great time for them, releasing their hugely successful documentary concert film album, Celebration Day, a few weeks ago, which was like I said, I bought it and I love it to death. It was brilliantly done. But over the weekend, Led Zeppelin got an ultimate honor. The Kennedy Center honors last night. Led Zeppelin received it, of course, from the President Obama, alongside Buddy Guy, ballerina Natalia Makarova, David Letterman, who I'll get to in a moment, on news on him and Zeppelin, appearing tonight, and Dustin Hoffman. The Kennedy Center honors lifetime accomplishments in the performing arts. That's the thing to do. And of course, that special with all the achievements will be aired in a couple weeks on CBS. CBS tonight will air David Letterman's late night show with Led Zeppelin appearing, John Paul Jones, Robert Plant, and Jimmy Page. Of course, who knows? Maybe they will do another concert. I would love them to do another concert, but I think a lot of people, including myself, would be kind of like gypped because it would be great to see him live again. But that one concert at the O2 was the perfect way to end it. You know, they can't come back of that one badass concert and kind of like disappoint us after that one concert. So we'll see what happens with Zeppelin's future. But indeed, Zeppelin honored the Kennedy Center honors, and now they're on David Letterman tonight to talk. Now, I mentioned in the beginning, news on, of course, the day 12/21/12, but of course 12/21/12 is coming, and also 12/31/12, New Year's Eve, if you survive 12/21/12. And of course, a big part of New Year's Eve is, of course, New Year's Rockin' Eve. Of course, mentioning that I forgot to mention the name in there. Dick Clark, because it's the first. Is it still gonna be called Dick Clark's Rockin' New Year's Eve, or is it gonna be Ryan Seacrest's Rockin' New Year's Eve? But no matter what the name is, New Year's Rockin' Eve will be honoring Dick Clark with the first 2 hours, 8 to 10, 8 to 11, honoring Dick Clark at 8, and then of course the famous hour or so before midnight will be of course 11:30 to 2, featuring performances from Taylor Swift, Carly Rae Jepsen, Neon Trees, Pitbull, and Flo Rida, making appearances on New Year's Rockin' Eve on New Year's Eve, and of course 11:30 for that, and the special to Dick Clark, the first 2 hours dedicated to him, will start at 8 on New Year's Eve, 12:31. So there you go. Now, once again, I mentioned 12/21/12, and of course 12/12/12. Of course, on 12/12/12 will be 2 events taking place. First will be the big benefit concert for Hurricane Sandy entitled 12/12/12 live from Madison Square Garden in New York City. Starting at 7:30 p.m. It'll be telecasted across 34 networks across the world in North and South America, Europe, Africa, Asia, and Australia. And also, it'll be broadcasted on radio all around the world. Here will be, of course, Clear Channel Radio, streaming it on iHeartRadio and all the radio stations. And the stations, TV-wise, that will be airing it will be AMC, Access TV, A&E Networks, Epix, FX, Views, VH1 Classic, Showtime, Palladia, HBO, Hallmark, G4, Iron, MSG Network, just to name a few of the channels that will be airing this big event on 12/12/12, which will include performances by Bon Jovi, Eric Clapton just added, Chris Martin of Coldplay, Billy Joel, Dave Grohl. Maybe Chris and Dave's groups can show up because John Bon Jovi was supposed to do it solo, but his group got in there, so who knows. Also, The Boss, Bruce Springsteen, the E Street Band, Roger Waters, Eddie Vedder, Kanye, The Who, and Paul McCartney. Of course, Paul and The Who were part of the 9/11 concert. Now it's time for them to be part of the Hurricane Sandy concert. So there you go. Besides that concert on 12/12/12, another big thing happening on 12/12/12 will be an event held by MTV, VH1, CMT, and Comedy Central, having the big and best of 2012 on 12/12/12, starting at noon. An 8-hour event, cross-channel event, involving those 3 channels. Actually, 4 channels: MTV, VH1, CMT, and Comedy Central, airing on the channels and the website. It include a lot of year-end countdowns and fan army battle on who's the biggest fan base. Will it be belonging to the One Directional fans, Directionals, Katy Cats, Rihanna's Navy, the Little Monsters, the Swifties, and the Believers? Team Breezy, among many others, will be competing in this fan army battle as part of the Big and Best of 2012, sponsored by T-Mobile. And performing will be a various amount of people, since it's MTV, VH1, Comedy, and CMT. We get various artists for various genres, including Carly Rae Jepsen, reviewing her top moments. Performances also by Grace Potter, Metric, Alt J, Thompson Square, Dustin Lynch representing country, folk duo First Aid Kit. And Dustin Lynch is saying will be surprise duet, and more performances will be done. And also besides that, in various performances in New York, in Times Square, in Nashville, and Boston, include new live shows of various MTV, VH1, Comedy Central, and CMT shows, including The Colbert Report, The Guy Code, Big Morning Buzz Live, You Ought to Know, Rap Fix Live After Hours, live in Boston for MTV Hive, and CMT's live in Nashville and Country. So there you go. 12/12/12 on MTV, starting at noon, and of course, 12/12/12 is a concert, 7:30 all over the world on various channels and radio at 7:30 from Madison Square Garden. Now, on with sports news, starting with of course, the NFL and my thoughts on Week 13. Sad week would involve the Kansas City Chiefs winning an emotional game yesterday following the tragic murder-suicide of one of their players. Forgot Javon something killing himself and his girlfriend. But another tragedy besides that. The Lions once again lost again, blew another fucking lead. They went like every Lions game the last 3 weeks have gone the same way. Lions gain an early lead, then lose it, and only lose by 2 fucking points. 35-33, the Lions loses. Again. Once again, by Lions. Go Bears. But my Bears lost it yesterday as well. Losing to all teams, the Seahawks. Why? Why the fucking Seahawks? But other wins included Falcons extending their big win to 11-1. Also, the Pats clinching the division, clinching the AFC, whatever, the West or East or whatever, clinching the division with a victory over the Miami Dolphins, 23-16. And the Packers defeating the Vikings and the Eagles, losing to the Cowboys in a tight one, 38-33 tonight. It will be all G3, Robert Griffin III, taking on Eli Manning in tonight's Monday night game as the Giants take on the Redskins. 2 teams who hate the Cowboys, as we all know. We're now on to wrestling news, and of course, WWE Raw Preview for tonight. Going to think of 3 questions. 3 questions that must be answered this evening. Question number 3. What will happen in the continuing storylines involving AJ, John Cena, Dolph Ziggler, and Vicky Guerrero? Now, last week we all, of course, saw John Cena defeat Dolph Ziggler in a match, despite distractions from both Vicky Guerrero and AJ. Now, I smell a possible rematch at TLC, and the match was great on Raw last week. We'll see what happens with that storyline developing more this week. And towards probably having a match at TLC, hopefully with either Vicky's contract on the line or Money in the Bank briefcase of Dolph's on the line in a ladder match of sorts. So there you go. Speaking of matches made for TLC, question number 2. Will any of the matches be made for TLC? Now we know the possibility of seeing a Ziggler match, whether it's one-on-one or mixed tag with Vicky and AJ, or in Vicky's case, Tamina replacing her to team up with Dolph as AJ would team up with Cena. We all know possible matches already, including Kofi Kingston set to defend his IC Championship against Wade Barrett. Sheamus and Big Show in a chairs match for the world title. CM Punk against Sheamus. Ryback for the WWE Championship in a TLC match. So we'll see what else gets added tonight, if anything. Speaking of Ryback, question number 1. What happened between Ryback and The Shield and CM Punk? Now, of course, The Shield, of course, that's the new team name of the 3-man from NXT that's been attacking Ryback as of late. Of course, the man known as Seth Rollins, Dean Ambrose, and Roman Reigns did an interview saying they're shooting for injustices, well, seeming and once again claiming they're not looking for CM Punk. Well, at the end of the main event, it seemed that they are lying, as they once again attacked Ryback, as Ryback was saving Daniel Bryan and Kane from getting triple teamed by the Shield. I know he wasn't there to help them, but he was getting revenge on the Shield anyway. And Punk once again ended Raw over Ryback's poor body after being attacked again by the Shield. So I know Ryback's very mad, and I know he'll be wanting to gain momentum for the WWE title match at TLC, which I hope he doesn't win. So see what goes down there and what happens tonight on Raw at 8/7 Central on USA Network. That is it for the Atakline for today. See you for my Raw review tonight. And with that in mind, you've been attacked by the news from Zach. Thank you very much for watching, everybody. See you later. Yeah.